your NTTR downloaded, make sure you have that downloaded now. But if you didn't know that, I don't know what's going on with you. The server is up right now, or it'll be up soon. The server's going to be called DCS Red Flag 23.5 with the password RF235. SRS is going to auto-connect, so you don't have to worry about that. Lot ATC is given here, so all the controllers can log in there. We've got the passwords for that and Lot ATC info. There's going to be no mods, so no one has to worry about any of that, making their stuff freak out. And everyone's going to be using SRS. BDA is turned off for the mission. Server chat is also turned off, and all jets are going to be hot start due to the strict time schedule and worries that I have of people crashing into each other. Because Germans are annoying and have forced SRS to not make this default, you have to go into your SRS settings and scroll down to recording and select allow transmissions to be recorded so that we can hear everybody and sync it up with TACView at the end. And then also change your name in-game to your call sign and then your squadron and your name. Biggest thing is the call sign. Fit that in so that everyone can see what you're doing and where you're going on Lot ATC. And then allow that transmission to be recorded. Just the timeline for this briefing and everything. This briefing that we're doing right now is going to go until 11:30. We'll brief it. I'll show the knee boards. We can ask any questions that pertain to everybody. And then we'll break out into a tactical and flight brief, so you guys will break out into your roles. OCA can talk about OCA stuff together, Seed, Strike, Deed, and all the ATC guys can talk together. I'll stay up here and answer any questions for a little bit after that as well. Mission's going to unpause at 11:45, so 45 minutes from now is when the server's going to unpause. You'll be able to have joined the mission beforehand, unpause, and then you can decide when you want to take off. So then just rough timeline of the game. 50 minutes after unpause is when the Katrina starts, so that's when the OCA guys are going to fight. About 50 minutes after that is Miller time, and then about 45 minutes after that is when we expect the mission to be completely done, so you can tell your friends that you can be hanging out with them after 2 o'clock. Situation today, we've got a red land here. They're being bad, and we're going to destroy their military capacity. The major blue goal is to destroy IADS and command structure, and the player red 4 will be acting as red DCA. Couple of tanker tracks here. The Marshall Limit Line, no fly zone in the container. If you fly into this container, you will be severely punished and or explode. We've got a manpad zone here with special Chinese manpads that do a raster scan and find you even though it's pitch black outside. So we want to cut off the Serpent's Head by destroying the C2 HQ and Radam's Palace, and attrit as much enemy air power as possible. Mission's going to start at 0400 Zulu. There's something weird with the F-15Es, where if you look at their system time, it'll say 0300, and it may not be correct, but the analog clock on the F-15 is correct on local time. It's going to be a moonless night, winds out of the west, gusting 4 to 15. Not really, but you can pretend that they gust to 15. We're going to try to push red air back and pin the red regen field to allow the strike to pass through. That's going to be the whole goal of everybody. Because it's going to be so dark and there are going to be F-16s on both sides, red and blue, we need to make sure that we're IFFing our targets and not just shooting at generic areas where F-16 radars are coming from. So make sure that you TMS left for the Viper guys and whatever the button is for the Hornet guys to find if that guy's a good guy or a bad guy. And also, please try not to get into furballs. Backpedal your way out. And don't make ray gun calls on strike because everyone's going to be mad at you for clogging everything up. Alright, everyone's going to be parked over here on these northwest ramps, and you're just going to taxi down into these stack-up parking lots, or holding spots, to do any final system checks of your airplanes, and then you're going to be cleared by a tower to go ahead and take off. So yeah, just fill in there from by instructions from ground, contact tower when you're ready, and then they'll push you out. And we're all going to be taking off runway 3 left. Most likely. Departure, we're using the Dream 6 departure like we usually do. You have the waypoints for Atolf and Juno, and then also Dream. So OCA flights are actually going to push Adolf, Juno, and then through Devil's Gap out towards like Mormon Mesa, or sorry, not Mormon Mesa, Mormon Peak, and then head to their northern hold points. And then everyone else is going to push Juno to Dream for their martial holds. Expect to be, after you pass Juno, expect to be pushed over to Taxi 2. This is in your knee board, so you'll be able to reference this as well. Quantify, can you talk a little bit about the hold that you want?
Yep, so we have a lot of aircraft to recover today, so initially it's likely you'll be put in a hold. If you are, make sure it's an inbound track of 178 to Arco, outbound track 358, don't exceed 310 knots, and make left turns of 1 minute legs. You'll be assigned an altitude to maintain before you go into the hold. If you're ILS capable, you'll be released in flights of 2, so make sure you brief with your flight to understand how you're sectioning out your flight. If you're ILS incapable, you're all going to go individually, so make sure you're prepared and all listening. If you're confused by radius of left, there's the small example there. Go next slide.
Also, the Arco waypoint is going to be a waypoint in everyone's jet.
Unless you're at 14.
Unless you're at 14.
So for the ILS approaches, they're going to be PAR monitored. So you'll be talking to Nellis talkdown, and you'll actually switch to tower once you're underground rather than when you're in the air. We can have 3 sections of 2 aircraft flying the ILS simultaneously, and we'll separate you out. If you're taking a precision approach radar, you'll receive a full talkdown from Nellis talkdown, and you'll be the only one receiving a PAR at a time. If Nellis talkdown just gives an instruction without a call sign, that means it's for you. If they give a call sign, then that means you're on the ILS. And if once you've arrived, make sure you roll the full length of the runway. This is for all aircraft, so make sure you try and vacate as quickly as possible. That's our limiting factor here.
Yeah, vacate as quickly as possible, but at the end of the runway.
Yep. So next slide, please. And for missed approaches, you should report the go around as soon as you can. If you have a runway in sight during the go around, report that as well. If you do, we can put you in for left traffic. Otherwise, you'll get a full you'll get a full radar vector out to try the approach again. That's all from me.
All right, sweet. Quick look at the area of operations here. We have the Marshall limit line where everyone's going to be marshalling on east-west legs off of your Marshall point. The Marshall limit line, if you cross that point, Red Air is going to decide to start shooting at you. Bullseye here on the northeast corner of the container. And we have the Tonopah regen field up here in the top left, and then the targets that everyone is trying to blow up down here at the bottom of Redlands. There's also a red AWACS here that OCA may or may not want to blow up. And then the manpad threat with their special Chinese manpads that see in the dark. Yeah. So the Marshall altitude blocks are going to be assigned by Taxi 2 on check-in. You may have another flight on the same altitude block, but there's geographic separation by role. So OCA are going to be at the top, then Strike, then Seed, and then the A-10s are down here at the bottom. And the A-10s are going to be down low. And A-10s, you guys are going to push from the Marshall low level as you go in. Airspace notes, Nell's departure will hold you until you pass that Juno point, at which point they'll push you to Taxi 2. We already said that, but I just want to remind everybody. Enemy order of battle. The Red 4 have F-16s, and they will have 8 to 10 F-16s. I think I decided that there's going to be 10 of them to have parity, but there's fewer people, so that you can't have all 10 up at the same time. There is a SA-6 in the general area of Tonopah. There are SA-2s to the west of Tonopah and southwest of the targets. Manpads in that designated zone. A lot of them, and HQ-7s. Those are similar to like SA-8s in look, and they're going to be near the targets, and they're going to be coordinates given to the A-10s to go blow them up before anyone has to worry about them. Alright, the phase game plan. This mission's going to act in 2 phases. We have Katrina phase and Irene phase. Katrina phase is going to start at 0450 Zulu, 50 minutes after mission start. And the length of it is determined by how good OCA is doing. If OCA just immediately claps the cheeks of all the Red Air, then the Katrina phase will be short. And to make sure that we get the strike moving before the Red 4 takes off again, we're going to call Irene and get those guys moving. Irene is either going to be called by the Bud 1-1, or it's going to be called by Taxi 2. Either way, the striker guys, you're going to hear it from Taxi 2. Just to make sure that no one runs out of gas, we have a backstop of 10 minutes on Katrina phase. So if they're still battling it out and they haven't knocked down to 2 Red Air fighters, they're going to go ahead and push Irene phase anyway. Shove you guys down the pipeline.
ALR Extreme.
Yep. And then Taxi 2 is going to round Irene to the nearest whole minute just to make it easier to do the math. Alright, phase Katrina. At 0450 is when Katrina starts, and OCA is going to start crossing the Marshall line. But because A10s are so slow, we have to push them a little bit early. So they're going to push 6 minutes beforehand and push low level towards their IP. They know where their IP is. And I'll mention it again when we get there. The point at which Red Air and Blue Air forces meet should be beyond where the A10s are at that moment 6 minutes later. So I wouldn't worry too much about the A10 guys. OCA lead is going to be monitoring when there's only 2 red fighters remaining or that Katrina plus 10 backstop. Taxi 2 is going to be doing the same thing. In about 15 minutes after the A10s push, they're going to establish their IP. Yeah. So you're going to just freak all the Red Air out, make them freak out. The time, you're going to have to do the math off the declared Irene time. Taxi 2 is going to help you guys to do that math as well. But so Irene gets declared. Seed has 1 minute to get their shit together and push from the Marshal 1 minute after Irene is declared. So Seed starts pushing. They're going to help with shoot Red Air if they need to, but they're going to start shooting harms at SAMs. So that way when the strike guys push a little bit behind, they mez pin while those SAMs are getting whacked with harms. And then they have a strike window of plus 14 to plus 19. So that's a 5-minute strike window to get about 10 jets through, 10-ish jets. And the A-10s are going to kill those short-range air defenses in a 3-minute window before the striker guys actually get there. Because if they get there and they're still alive, that'd be not happy. Yeah, and then the A-10s are going to egress. Strikers are going to 1 pass, haul ass, hopefully. If you need to take a 2nd pass, that's okay. If you need to take a 3rd pass, don't do it and just leave. And then these seed guys are going to pin the SAMs and Tonopah, and they're also going to probably cover everyone's egress here. And then a hard Miller time of plus 32. If it sounds like everyone's already leaving, you can leave a little bit earlier. There's no worries. Alright, target imagery for the target guys. We've got Redland C2 HQ up here. This is the Cowboy 1 attack. Redland Logistics, this is for the F-14s. And then Chief 2 is going to take the Radam's Palace down here. The F-15E flights have all 3 targets as waypoints to shuffle around if required. For Cowboy 1, this is the C2. You've got 3 Dimpies. You can pretend whatever these buildings are, whatever you want. But the center building we're pretending is a church, and this is off limits from strike, so don't blow this up. This picture is in your knee board, so you'll be able to reference it. For the south side, we've got the Radam's Palace, his palace compound. The north building, we're just going to drop 2 bombs on the east side and west side. And the south building, we need to hit just this southeast wing of the building because Radam's children and harem of 72 wives are located in the other wings. If they all explode, that's fine with me, but just kind of aim for this spot. And then the F-14s are going to take the logistics facility. There is a lot of ammo or something here, and then more ammo or something here. If you have leftover bombs, you can dump them in the parking lot in the middle here. Alright, for the red guys, and for everyone else to know what the red player rules are. Red players, this isn't going to be Airquake. It's not like Growling Sidewinder, where we're just going to start throwing jets at each other and bonsai every 2 seconds. So the red players have a little bit of rules here. They're not going to use any ECM. They're not going to multi-target track and Twiz launch 4 AMRAMs at an entire wave of people all at once. They've got a loadout that's set to 4 AMRAMs and 2 AIM-9s. And they have 10 jets to use. So there's only 6 of us, I think. So the first 4 that die get to respawn, and then after that, there's no more, like, you ran out of respawns. If we determine that you guys have absolutely booty schwacked us, and we want to give you something to do towards the end, we might send a 1z2z out of the red regen just to have you schwack it down. Red players may backpedal outside of the zone here, the red land zone, but they got to come back in through the way that they backpedaled out. So they can't backpedal out and then swing wide north and then come down from the north. That'd just defeat the purpose. So no sneak attack wraparounds. And then if the red AWACS dies, the red AIC comms will stop. If you guys want to kill that guy. But if you try to kill him, we're going to bonsai the shit out of you. Alright, OCA playbook. You got the pre-vol phase. We're going to try to have 1 flight AAR, just so you guys can try to have a little bit extra gas at the beginning. But you guys can change that up as you need. You're going to push at the start of Katrina, 0450. Pushing from Marshall. Expect launch and leave set, so shoot your missiles and like a skate. Shoot your missile, crank, and then get out. OCA lead is going to claim Irene, or the Taxi 2 is going to claim Irene, when either 2 red fighters are still airborne, or Katrina plus 10. The Irene phase, so that you guys, after you kind of shake things up here, and then the strikers are coming, you want to keep this lane open around here, where the strikers are going to be flooding through, so you're going to make sure that you're pinning ahead of that, so pinning Tonopah here. And then you can yo-yo to the tanker as necessary and egress at Irene plus 27. Seed playbook, Disco 1, I'd recommend air-to-air refuel beforehand. Gambler 2 is going to be standby reserve for OCA, so if OCA needs extra jets, they can call in for that. Disco 1 is going to plan to pin these North SAMs as the OCA requires, if they need to help pin Tonopah. So if the OCA is trying to chase this guy down and they keep running into the SAM edge, shoot some harms in there. Gambler 2, because their shit is a little more timed out, they're going to shoot their pet shots at the SA2 at Irene plus 11 so that it times out at Irene plus 13 when the strikers are going to start mez pinning. And then Gambler 2, you're going to stay on station to keep the SAM down here suppressed until the strike is complete. And then Disco 1 is going to cover the OCA egress. Pre-vol phase for the strike guys, you guys are just going to establish Marshall, sort targets. F-15s have a ton of gas, so I don't expect you guys to need to refuel at all. Katrina phase, you guys are also just still going to hold Marshall, and then you're going to push at Irene plus 4, so that you can mez pin at Irene plus 13, and then strike window 14 to 19. Max 2 passes. I'd recommend you take your passes kind of north to south-ish here. Crank left, and then if you need to come back in, you loop it back around, and then crank right and out. So try not to go deep west into Redland. Alright, the A-10 guys, this is kind of a weird tasking. You're basically acting as the Red Storm Rising Frisbees, the stealth A-10s. So the pre-vol phase, you guys are going to request words from Vacuum. So Taxi 2 will let you know when Vacuum has any information for you. And you'll push over to the Vacuum frequency, and he'll let you know the location of the HQ7 SAMs near the target area with like Cat 1 coordinates. You're going to push at 0444, Katrina minus 6, and then you're going to go low level en route to the IP, which is going to be this waypoint, waypoint 8. Hold here until you can kill all the guys in this time frame of Irene plus 10 to Irene plus 13. And then you're going to egress low level back towards Alamo and go home. All the vehicles in and near the target area are declared hostile, so if you have extra mavs and you want to shoot more vehicles, just dump them. Alright, and then the red DCA, we're going to plan our strategies away from blue after this brief. And we're going to... oh, one thing I forgot to mention for everybody. There are a lot of waypoints here, and this is my idea to try to add a objects onto your HSI and HSDs. So you have the drawn out box of the container and the drawn out squiggles of the manpad zone on your container, on your HSD. But all of your first waypoints, the main like 0 to 10 waypoints will take you through and back home, and then all the big number waypoints are drawing these pictures out for you. The red players have their waypoints set to draw out the entire Redland zone, and then also the container and the manpad zone. Red comms are given here. Sorry, my headset.
Radios are coalition locked, so don't get any bright ideas.
Alright, cool. Interacting with AIC, just a couple of pictures here if you guys needed reminders. We got range, azimuth, ladder, wall, Vic, and Champagne that you might or might not hear from the AIC today. OCA comms calls, this is the expectation for a strike common. AIC is going to be giving everybody picture calls, and he's going to be listening for target and Fox 3 calls. The mission commander is going to be listening for the progress of the mission and directing OCA in and out, flights to attack, spin strikers if need to, and Rolexing TOTs. That's what the mission commander is going to say. OCA, everyone else, is listening for those picture calls. They're going to give their pushing call, targeting calls with Bulls and group, and then Fox 3 calls with Bulls and group. If it's quiet, you can also give a pit bull and timeout. Seed guys are listening for the general air picture, Rolex TOTs. They're going to say their pushing calls and magnum calls. Strike guys are listening for general air picture, Rolex TOTs, and they're going to call their pushing call from Marshall and strike complete.
And with the strike, nothing else, right? No pave way, none of that stuff.
No pave way. We don't need to hear that for everybody.
Yeah, just, I figured.
Yep. You can say that within your group, but yeah. I have this up. I'm not going to go over this, but basically, when you're talking in an entire strike, you don't have to say strike Bud 1. You can just say Bud 1 targeted north group. All right, OCA rough ideas. Launch and leave. All you guys know this, I'm sure. But the idea is, if you don't bust MAR and you just run away, you're not going to have a missile hit you. Don't be slamming jets all the way in and dying needlessly. Yeah, and then we have a couple of recommended MARs for everyone. So if the target is at high altitude, don't bust 16 miles to the target. Medium altitude, 14 miles. Low altitude, 12 miles. I'll let you decide what you think high, medium, and low is. Alright, support assets. We have 4 tankers in the air and 1 AWACS for blue guys. Red guys aren't going to kill these things. It'd just be not fun. Arco tankers are all MIPRS tankers, and the shell tankers are all Boom Air Force tankers. Last digit 1s for the south tankers, last digit 2s for the north tankers. Only 1 OCA flight and 1 seed flight will pre-vol tank. That's the plan. If you guys want to change that up a little bit, that's fine with me. All of this is in your knee boards, so you should be able to tell where the tankers are. And Taxi 2 will help you. We have a comms ladder that is pre-programmed into the jet. It's this. Everyone has the same comms for whatever their UHF radio is. So we can power in things. We'll just tell you to push channels or frequencies, and you can just push the channels yourself. Taxi 2 is going to be Focus, and the blue AIC is going to be Dark Star. They're on these frequencies, and we've got all the tankers loaded in as well. You have recommended inter-flight frequencies down here. This is from the sign-up sheet. It is also in a knee board like this picture is here. If you guys want to split your flight into 2 ships, that's fine with me. You can just add a 5 to the end of your inter-flight frequency and just use Yankee TACANs and X-ray TACANs to split 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4. Yeah, we're also going to do a roll call about 5 minutes before push time, or maybe a little sooner, depending on when they want. Roll call is going to be given, and then you're going to go down the line here and just check in. Flight leads are going to say, all right, Bud 1, Miller 2, Course 3, Disco 1, Gambler 2, just so they know everyone's here. If something's wrong with your shit, just say Cowboy 1 with remarks, and then at the end, after they've gone through everything, they can circle back to you and see what was going on.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, what?
Sorry, I was just putting out a fire. What time is that check-in? Where is that?
That'll be on Taxi 2 frequency, about anywhere 5 to 10 minutes before Katrina time. So 0440 to 0445.
Copy.
Win conditions for this mission, all DPIs are hit within the strike window. 0 blue on blue. So really watch your blue on blues here. Don't fire missiles into furballs, and don't be doing crazy shit. 0 blue losses not due to red action. It is really dark, so I would really prefer to have people not crash into to terrain or any avoidable accidents like crashing into each other. That would constitute a loss on your part. OCA flights are allotted 50% attrition, so 2 out of 4 max OCA losses. Strikers, you guys aren't supposed to die. Everyone's supposed to be protecting you, so you guys have a max 1 out of 4 losses. And the learning objectives for this mission are maintaining SA in a night environment, positive sorting of air threats to make sure that you don't let squeakers squeak through, and then to do a full-on ILS approach to landing or a PAR talk down with full-up ATC. Last thing, emergency and Nordo procedures. If your SRS for some reason doesn't work, you can squawk 7600 and land at any airport except Nellis, predictably. And then if you have any other emergency, you can just land or deslot. Doesn't bother me too much. Any bullshit DCSism desyncs, you're allowed to reslot if you have the time to rejoin with your flight. If you die, you can respawn to fly out and do that approach for fun anyway, since we got all the guys here, to give yourself a little bit of fun there. Alright. 3 minutes. Questions. Only flight leads.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to confirm for admin wise, we will be we'll be giving clearance to land with fighters still on the runway, and we're not waiting until they are completely cleared off, right?
If it comes to it, we can clear them one ahead, but we'd prefer not to. We probably won't have to.
So, like, I know for like Air Force wise, I don't know about any other branches, but I know U.S. Air Force, we can. Like, we get clearances to land with other fighters in front of us, so that's like a pretty standard thing. So that will dramatically increase the speed at which you can recover aircraft, and like just for your SA, that would definitely be something we should do. Also, go ahead.
Just to add on to that, it's usually an airfield specific thing, and there's all kinds of reduced runway requirements for specifically flights, and then also for between flights if it's military for recovering a large force exercise, like in this example.
Yeah, no, exactly. It definitely does vary. I know at Nellis they definitely do that. But to move on, for enemy most likely course of action, the Intel has just brought some documents out stating that there most likely will be an airborne cap between 2 to 5 fighters with alert aircraft sitting waiting for potential launches, just for your SA.
Do we have a backup plan in case the OCA gets dismantled?
Yeah, push the strikers anyway and hope.
Gotcha.
Yeah, plus seed is also a backup OCA. All right, I got several things. I'll try to be quick here. Quantify, are you guys accepting TACAN approaches?
Oh, we can do, yeah.
Okay, sweet. We already talked about the reduced runway thing. Sweet. A10s, what altitude are you guys actually going to be expecting to be at? Quote unquote low level ingress. Is that just
200 AGL.
Okay, sweet. I love it.
100?
Clarification, west border for the red when they're backpedaling out. Does that include that slanty northwest border, or can they not come through that?
Yeah, they can push out that way.
Can come through that? All right, sweet. And then, hello, Bud11 here, easy, your quote-unquote mission commander. So that'll be fun. Just, I'll have some notes for the OCA that will follow up in a second, but just expect that you'll be hearing, like, the Irene calls and stuff like that coming out of Bud11 on the strike frequency, and then we'll be working very closely with Taxi 2. One note for everybody as well, Miller Flight, Fallout, they are folded into Bud Flight at this point.
Okay.
Out.
I've got the knee boards here just to show everyone. These are all in your jets. And I also posted a PDF of them up in the briefing thing if you wanted to print them off for posterity. All right, let's go ahead and break out everyone into their roles. Down at the bottom of this Discord, I've got OCA, Seed, Strike, Deed, and Red 4, and then the ATC guys. If you need to break out into individual flights, there's also a bunch of interflight channels down low. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Go ahead and break out and sort your shit.
Let me get AIC with the OCA players, at least initially.
What up?
Hey.
So,
I'm kind of thinking that the 4 ships should be broken down into two ships.
that's
Just
what they're saying.
yeah, just because it's so dark, trying to fly a hold with 4 jets just seems like a recipe for mid-airs.
Yeah, so I was talking to Butters about it, but talk to DC, and the game plan is 4-ship departure and then trail. Like, don't fly type form and then split off into intercell, but
Okay.
flight leads are still responsible for the other 2 people. But just build a game plan for that. We'll probably do 500-foot elevation changes, but they're saying in the hold they'll break us up into 2 ships. And
Gotcha.
We'll do 2-ship ILS approach, so we'll fully break up then.
Sounds good.
Do you want to yardstick to the element lead or flight lead?
For departure, let's do everyone on flight lead, and then once we get our trail set and we got like final altitudes, then we'll increase the trail, and then 4 you go off of 3's TACAN. So he'll step to, I guess mine. Let's see, 669. So not too many open around us, so we'll figure it out. But expect element lead after that to assume their own TACAN with their 2 flying yardstick off them.
Ty, did you want to do Yankee or X-ray?
Yeah,
yeah,
we could just swap off Yankee and X-ray.
Yeah, we'll take X-ray. You guys take Yankee. That's fine.
Sounds good. Do you? I'm forgetting. Do we deliver GPU-24s as of right now in direct or the other option?
So there is no direct without the mod. So you just do it in auto.
With GPU-24s, I could have sworn I just tried it. I don't have the mod installed, but okay, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it should just be auto nose tail.
Yeah, auto nose tail.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, what is going on here? Maybe I was just being dumb.
I haven't seen direct until the mod. So
yeah.
Yeah, for the 14s, as far as GBU-24 release, since the symbology we have isn't ideal, can probably just employ at 8 miles slant range for the first shots, and then anything inside of that for the second shots.
For Cowboy Flight, are we going to deconflict targets?
Yeah, so I was going to pull it up here. We can honestly break out if we don't have stuff for the strike group.
I was going to say,
I do have one sort of general question, which is, since this is a CONUS like FAA integrated operation, I assume that when we're in the flight levels, we're going to be going to 299 or 2 on the altimeter.
I would imagine so, yeah.
I would imagine.
Well, no, because we're in a range. So when we like in real life, when we go to Nellis range, we keep range altimeter. They give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no 2992 in MOAs.
Okay. And then are we also deleting the speed restriction under 10,000, or is that also going to be
for fighters? So yeah, there's no speed restriction for fighters.
Okay.
Come on, airline guys, not 250 below 10,000 when you got stubby wings and rocket engines.
There is a 310 limit on the hold prior
In the
to
hold,
land.
yeah.
I had another question. What was it?
While you're thinking of that, just for the 15s, if you don't know how to change X-ray to Yankee, it's you enter the number, like 69, hit the top TACAN, and then shift SHT, I think, or SHF, and then hit the number again.
I think you can also click on that line select key again, and it will
You can
also
hit
switch over to Yankee.
Yeah, you just
you can hit the OSB button next to the TACAN.
All
What
right,
about
everybody.
things like laser deconfliction and air-to-air
Oh,
radar?
Oh yeah.
deconfliction?
So
Yeah, that
for laser, we're hot jet, so we should already be deconflicted. If we're not, that's fucked up.
The knee boards are correct, so check your knee boards. The first slide should tell you what your
Yeah.
laser codes are, and then change it in your targeting pod.
But did they?
Okay.
He didn't brief it. Did he do laser codes for us?
No, he did
I
not
didn't
prove
see
it.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We can flex if required.
We shouldn't be running air to ground radar, but I guess the game plan would be for Cowboy to take Alpha, and then we'll deconflict channels with that, and then Chief, you guys take Bravo, and we'll
Okay.
deconflict that way with our air to air and air to ground radars.
Sorry, go for it, Master.
Yeah, sorry. I did hear a rumor from Reki saying that if anybody leaves their lights on in red zone, that they will be targeted.
Yeah.
Oh, since it's so dark, also, guys, I guess probably should have said something when we were all the flights were together. But if you get somebody taxiing like across your nose or something like that, turn your taxi light off so that way you don't bloom out their NVGs or something like that, or ruin their night vision. Not a DCS thing, but just an IRL thing. That would kind of cool to get that more realistic.
Who's taxiing with NVGs on?
Nobody. I'm just saying.
Make them see the sun. All right. They made their choice.
All right, so for targets, do we need to break down the different flights?
Yeah, we if we got nothing else for the group, we'll break out.
Sounds good.
Sweet. Cowboy 1-3.
All right. Panther flight.
might
Let's
be able
hop
to
down
say
to inner flight 4.
How we doing?
All good. That's good.
Who's our boy?
Oh, we're missing one. Here we are.
Are you
guys server yet?
I'm in DCS, but I'm not in the server yet. So what? I didn't see the laser codes anywhere, but he's saying they're auto-loading in the jet. So
Yeah, the jets are hot, so they don't usually do that. I guess they had a problem last time or something, probably.
I don't think I've ever hot started in the Strike Eagle.
I don't think I have either, honestly.
This is gonna be different for me, but all right, I'm gonna get in VR. Be a minute then.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, real quick, you guys have your laser codes already pre-configured and set to be different from everyone else.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks. How you feeling? Hollywood Marlboro?
I'm very anxious and I already smoked 2 packs today. No, just kidding.
That's what we like to hear.
I think that's my first mission from a different server.
Really?
Yep. Like I did some with Brazilians and a former Pakistanis server, no kidding. But that's, yeah.
right, server should be unpaused like right about now. So
Yeah, it's paused.
okay, we should be loaded with everything. So I think we don't really have much to do besides just double check everything.
Yeah, I checked the training mission. It was already loaded.
I made that.
Oh, fuck you.
I am reluctant to split off into 2 groups just because 3 of the 4 of us are new. Viking, what's your opinion?
We can keep them together. That's all right.
All right.
Okay, I mean.
Where are the Eagles?
Chief 2. Oh my god, it's dark.
Just make sure it doesn't really matter that much if you guys don't want to jump out, but you guys should change your call signs to Chief 1-2, 1-4, or whatever it is.
Yeah, 1 sec. I forgot to do it.
Server's paused anyway. Probably won't unpause for a few minutes.
Should I leave the server to change my name?
Thank you.
You got 5 minutes.
What? Shit, I don't know what my call sign is. I can't find that sign-up sheet.
Who just said that? Was that Hollywood? You're 2.3. 2-3.
Okay.
I assume we don't need our squadron name in there.
I put it in there. I put it just the whole thing didn't fit with my call sign, so I think I did. How did I do it? Let's see.
Yeah, mine won't fit.
Yeah, mine either.
Yeah, just get rid of it. If not, just do a Chief. Whatever. Fortunately, my screen name's pretty short, so I just put a 332 in front of it. But
okay, rejoining.
Is there a password for this thing?
RF235. Yep.
So the other question is, Viking, you're suggesting doing like a combat spread on the ingress to the target, and then, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we might want to go trail or something. I wouldn't keep us in close formation just because it's night and we don't want anyone hitting each other while we're dropping.
I was thinking trail.
But I was thinking it might be cool to do a coordinated drop, so we'll all drop, at exactly the same time. Our bombs will hit, within seconds of each other, and then we'll just egress all together.
Agreed.
Ideally, we don't want to keep looping around. We want to, on our ingress, we want to sort targets, drop bombs, and then immediately just egress.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that then, and then we'll release at a specified time on our ingress when we get to that. I don't think we'll have to come back around. Really.
I don't foresee us having to come around either. And what's nice is if we're in trail, if someone thinks they're going to miss their target, number 4 can designate on that target and drop.
Yeah, I can be like a backup for the plan.
Well, we'll have you drop, but we'll have you kind of wait, just in case.
No, don't worry. My first mission. So
he waits. Unless we miss something, if he waits, he won't have time to drop. Unless we drop him back like 10 miles.
He still could change his lays point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just, if we all drop
like a 10-second delay or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then he could just move the. Yeah, good point. You're right.
What did we have to do to get on SRS?
It should auto connect.
Okay.
It's paused. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
That you have me get flashbacks.
Man, that sounds stupid. You guys were, the mission be NTTR, and was, what the fuck is that? And then I noticed, Nevada.
Okay,
I will probably just. Oh, it's on.
Curse 3 flight is in.
Alright, so just FYI, guys, the auto start did not turn some stuff on in the back, so just for your information.
Yeah, the laser and the T-pod are off.
Yep. So, just while we have got some time. Shit, those are set.
Cool. 1-2. Request taxi to runway.
Okay, I will be on channel B4 for the radar.
Hog 6 front 1. 2.
Alright, I'm getting on here, switching 127.2 for interflight.
Copy.
Hog 6 mid 1. 2. 3. Hey guys, we are on manual mode. Switch to preset. Hog 6 mid 1. 2. 3. Remember to switch all your radios to preset, guys. Preset. App 6, preset, fill 3.
I hope the keyboard isn't working. We're on 1272, right?
Yeah, correct, for interflight 1272.
Alright. Are you guys on it?
Yep. Yep, you got me on 127. Transmitting.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, out loud, clear.
Too far. It's okay. Disco play, check it. 2. 3.
Should we hop on Nellis ground?
Copy, yeah, you should be on the Hell's ground.
My presets aren't
Hell's
working.
ground, Disco 1-1. Disco 1-1, Hell's ground, pass your message. My presets are okay, make sure you're on the preset selection for your radio 1. Disco 1, clear back to Nellis, Dream 6, QNH 29.902, runway 3 left, taxi to South Wild Pads via Foxtrot.
It's just the knob, right?
Alright, Nellis Stream 6 has file. Yeah, it should just be in the knob, but make sure the star's next to it. If the star's next to your radio channel, you're not going to transmit on it. Force 3 monitors. Got it working.
Yeah, I just, it wasn't showing on the UFC. I'd never played with the presets before, or never used them.
Yeah, so you just have to make sure the star's next to the preset, and then you can roll the dial back and forth to change station.
Right.
Should it be channel 1 for the radio or channel 2? Channel 2 is Nellis ground.
Thank you. Channel 2, radio 1.
Course 3, Nellis ground.
Course 3 is with you.
Course 3, monitor tower 327.1. Chief 2 is green.
Copy ground. Wait 1.
Last call at Nellis ground, partial message.
Alright, Spectre, so when we take off, we're gonna push right to Juneau, basically.
Ground.
Copy.
Gambler 2, ready to attack.
So we going in order here, or can we just go? I assume we're gonna want to wait, right? Because they're striking.
Taxi to...
Yeah, we can take off whenever. If you hear all these flights calling in, you can call us in ready whenever you want. So basically call us in ready to taxi, and then the tower will give us clearance when they're ready.
Gambler 2, read back. Gambler 2, read back is Foxtrot 2 to standby.
Yeah, you can actually see some of the Vipers taxiing already. So once they give us permission to taxi, they'll push us towards the hold down, and then we'll just wait there to taxi onto the runway.
Right, I'm gonna wait until the other Strike Eagle group goes, just to be nice. Just remember, guys, check your knee board, Shift K, right Shift K, and make sure you change your laser code in T-Pod page.
For 03 left. Which that'll be the Alpha North EOR. Gambler 2 copies.
Make sure to set your air-to-air
Ground, Hog 7.
or your APG-70 channel to Bravo. I'm
Hog
on Bravo
7,
1.
confirm Hog 7 or Hog 6?
Yep, this is Hog 7.
Hog 7, partial message.
Hog 7's ready to taxi.
Hog 7, standby.
Ground, Hog 6.
Hog 6, Nellis ground.
Hog 6 ready to go.
Hog 6, standby. Disco 1, just want to confirm you are 2 ship now.
Disco 1-3
roll call.
had a game freeze, so he's cycling back in. He'll be catching up with us.
2 screen for the taxi.
Hog 7, cleared back to Nellis, Dream 6, runway 3 left, QNH 2,
3, you copy?
902. South EUR pad, 5
4 is green. Copy, South EUR via Foxtrot, Hog 7.
Hog 7, just want to confirm how many ships?
Hog 7, 2 ship.
2 ships, roger.
Alright, so I should just say ground or ready for taxi, right?
Tower 327.1.
Yep, Snell's ground, whatever our flight is, ready for taxi.
Just go 1, push the tower.
Ground, Chief 2.
Last caller, say again.
Ground, Chief 2.
Chief 2, partial message.
Chief 2, ready.
Chief 2, standby.
Groundhog 6.
Hog 6, cleared back to Nellis, Dream 6, runway 3 left, QNH 2, 9 and 902, taxi south EUR pad via Foxtrot.
South EUR by Foxtrot, Hog 6.
Echo 1, monitor tower 327.1 and call ready.
Ground, Bud 1-1, flight of 4 F-18s, ready for clearance.
Bud 1, cleared back to Nellis, Dream 6, runway 3 left, QNH.
So if you had questions about the stack down, if you F2 and look at it, you can actually see a bunch of flights stacked down, which is why they haven't moved us yet, but the Viper's starting to take off as well.
Say again, sorry.
Monitor tower 327.1.
I was just saying, if you're curious about how the stack down works, there's actually like 2 or 3 flights in the stack down next to the runways. You'll see them just basically waiting while the F-16s take off. That's why they haven't taxied us out yet.
Makes sense.
Hog 7, monitor tower 327.1 and call ready.
This tower's kind of quiet.
Push tack.
Have to make sure to set up your nav flare, get it ready to go if you want to use it.
Y'all rate. Y'all rate.
Copy 2's nav flare set.
4 nav flare set.
Three's figuring it out.
You guys' steer point set to 2A.
Yeah, it was, but we're actually going to skip 2. We're going to head right to 3 after taking off.
Gambler 2, monitor tower 327.1 and call ready.
Okay, so we go directly to 3, correct?
Yeah, correct. After we take off, we'll switch to departure. And
That's ground.
Cowboy 1, board ship, ready to taxi. Cowboy 1, standby. Chief 2, taxi to South EOR pad via Foxtrot.
What's up?
South pad via Foxtrot, Chief 2. Alright, let's roll.
Ground, Bud 1-1, flight of 4, ready for taxi.
2 rolling.
Bud 1, taxi to Southwest EOR via Foxtrot.
Or via Foxtrot, Bud 1-1.
My VR is acting up here. I'm just going to try and fix it quick.
Chief 2, ground, did you get my clearance earlier?
That was Chief 2 asking for confirmation that we're taxiing.
Chief 2 copies.
Now 2-3 is having issues.
Is my SRS quiet or something? That's the second time he couldn't hear me.
Yeah, he's got a lot of people talking to him. He might be getting stepped on.
Alright, so which pad should I head to? The southern one?
Just go wherever there's space for 4 of us.
Copy. Doesn't look like there is really space. Should I just sit here and wait?
Confirm with Nels Ground where they want us. They might push us to one of the taxi spots.
Ground Chief 2, could you confirm which pad you want us at?
Chief 2, follow the Hornet.
Follow the Hornets, Chief 2. My frames are so bad right now.
brakes?
My frames.
Oh, your frames. I turn things down for these red flags lost because there's so many jets.
Yeah, I tried to, and I obviously didn't do enough.
Chief 2, confirm your flight free.
Chief 2, we have one guy having issues. Unreported, standby.
I'm not sure if anyone's still monitoring this, but I'm just trying to fix my fucking VR.
Ground, Bud 1.
Looks like we're at 3 flights in, yeah?
Bud 1-1, roger.
Oh, this guy's lagging in front of me. You see this?
I do see that, yeah. We'll wait for him for a minute. Rubber banding like crazy, let's not hit him.
Oh my god. That's all I got, you know.
Noted, that guy's internet's not playing along either.
Nellis ground, Cowboy 1. Cowboy 1, Nellis ground. Nellis ground, Cowboy 1, ready to taxi 03 left. Cowboy 1, clear back to Nellis, Dream 6, 3 left, QNH 29.9 and 2. Taxi, Alpha North VOR via Foxtrot. Clear taxi, Alpha North VOR 2992, clear the Dream 6 departure 03 left. Cowboy 1. Chief 2, monitor tower 327.1 and call ready.
Chief 2, monitor tower.
Camouflage, Nellis Tower, good evening. Line up and wait, 03 left. Good copy. Tower, Bud 1-1, flight of 4 F-18s ready for departure. Bud flight, stand by.
Hollywood, how you doing? We'll wait for you.
Hold short, Bud 1-1. Don't move, Bud 1. Not moving.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes, but then I'll try and join if I can catch up later.
So, should we turn off anti-collisions, just leave on formations, or?
Yeah, we could do that. Once they release us, we're probably gonna have to go. We're not gonna be able to wait for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's go flight, change frequency to Nellis.
I'll give it a couple minutes.
85.4, good day.
Over to departure, just go 1-1. We're not gonna have time. They're gonna push the Hornets out next, then we're next. We got about 30 seconds. Actually, probably about a minute and a half to get these flights in here.
So I need to call ready to the tower.
Now we're stacked down. They'll release us in a second.
Copy.
So ground will release us, and then we'll push the tower for takeoff.
Yeah, he already pushed me to tower.
Nellis Tower, Gambler 2, confirm lineup and wait for
I was on the wrong channel then? Okay, I'm on tower now.
Gambler flight, Nellis Tower. Affirmative.
Marlboro Tower sounds just like you. Except for it doesn't sound like he smokes enough.
Bud flight, Nellis Tower. Sorry, go for Bud 1-1.
Up on channel 3.
Flight, behind departing FA-18s, line up and wait, 03 left behind. Line up and wait, 3 left, after the departing flight is departed, Bud 1-1. Gambler flight, winds 4584, 03 left, clear to take off. Gambler flight copies, clear to take off.
Hollywood, they're gonna push us here, so we're probably gonna take off. I apologize.
Copy, no problem. I'll figure it out.
Dallas Tower, Campbell Flight, please report.
Alright, our standard thing here.
Gambler Flight, just frequency Nellis 385.4. Gambler Flight, change frequency Nellis 385.4. Good day. Gambler, say again, block. Gambler Flight is pushing button 4. Good day. Bud Flight, winds 45 at 4, runway 03 left, clear to take.
Bud 11, clear for takeoff 3 left, and be advised, Tower, we are currently at flight of 3. Bud 13 will join us later.
That's copied, Bud.
Oh. Did he leave his high gain on? Oh my god.
Yeah, looks a little sketch. I'm assuming they'll release us next. If not, you can call Tower and just tell them that we're ready for taxi to runway 03, whatever we're departing on.
That was Tower, Chief 2, Flight of 3, ready for taxi 03 left.
Chief Flight, line up and wait, 03 left.
Line up and wait, 03 left. That means you want us to push onto it?
Yep, we'll hold up taxi onto the runway and hold. 2 roll.
3 roll.
Tower, Bud 11, flight of 3 airborne.
Bud Flight, change frequency Nellis 385.4.
385.4, Bud 11 switch.
Chief Flight, winds 45 at 4, runway 03 left, clear for takeoff.
2 03 left, clear for takeoff.
South Tower, Cowboy 1, 4 ship, holding in the north, stack up, ready for departure.
Cowboy Flight, Nellis August,
Alright, 2 set right.
behind departing F-15 Eagles.
Right.
Line up and wait, 03 left behind.
5 away, 03 left.
4, you just got promoted to 3, so we'll just call it from there. We'll do a typical 10 seconds here. We're just going to follow our waypoints, do 10 degrees out. Viking, any issues with that?
Nope, all good. Just let the tower know before we're about to depart so they can switch us to departure.
Let them know before we depart?
Yep, just call the tower, call us ready for takeoff, they'll switch us to departure.
Chief 2, ready for takeoff, 03 left.
Chief Flight, I already cleared you for takeoff.
Oh, my bad, I didn't hear that.
Okay, let's run him up. He didn't tell me to switch.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it as soon as we lift off. 2 sep.
So we can do it again. Chief flight, what's 45 at 4, 03 left, good takeoff.
You do clear for takeoff. Apologies. Alright, let's roll. One wheels up.
3 roll.
Nellis Tower, Cowboy 1 taking runway
2 wheels up.
Nellis Tower. 3 wheels. Panther flight, stand by, Nellis Tower, break, Chief flight, push Nellis 385.4, good day.
Chief flight pushing Nellis. Good day.
Nellis Tower, Panther flight 4.
Alright, so now what should I say?
Chief 2 flight check now. Just thank you or something, push departure.
Departure Chief 2, check it in.
Chief 2 Nellis departure identified, continue climb and no altitude restriction.
No altitude restriction in Chief 2. Alright, so we should push straight to 3?
Flight and right heading 040.
Yeah, push straight to 3.
040, Bud 11.
Copy.
Bud 1 flight, push, correction, contact, focus, button 7. Switching button 7, Bud 11.
And as we approach steer 3, you'll call off departure. We'll switch on to taxi to C2.
Copy. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
What speed you holding? Trying to hold 350?
Yes, sir. Pass through Angel 16.
Copy. Once we check in on taxi C2 for Marshall, they should give us an altitude stack.
Alright, I'm gonna hold at 17.5.
Copy 2's with. So what I would say is let's switch to taxi 2 about 10 miles from Juneau. Call us in and tell them that obviously G2 is ready for Marshall, and then we'll push to Tier 5 for our whole point.
Alright, so once we get to 4?
Flight of 3 approaching Dream, requesting Marshall, or requesting hold.
That's when we get to steer 4, right?
Yeah, exactly, but you're going to call them slightly before we get to steer 4, so that they know we're approaching Dream.
Copy. I am 7 miles from 3.
Alright, copy. Might want to check off departure and then switch on to taxi.
Do I have to say anything?
Now we can just switch channel 7 and then just call us out. Departure, good evening. Cowboy 1, portions with you.
Alright, I'm on channel 7.
Copy, channel 7.
Alright, copy, switch to channel 7.
Taxi 2, Chief 2, checking in.
speed check, please.
Chief 2, radar contact. I show you 3 miles south of Juneau. Proceed on course. Expect marshal assignment. Block 2324.
2324 over Chief 2. Sorry, 350. Pulling 4 now.
Copy, switching steer 4.
Copy 4 for 350.
So per that radio message, once we get to
Focus,
Dream, we should
course
switch to
3
234,
established
right?
in the stack, Angels 28.
We're actually going to hold at steer 5, so when we get to Dream, I'll just check back in with them.
Alright.
I don't know if he gave us a hold point, I missed it.
He just said expect block 2324.
Copy, so we might want to climb up to 24,000 just so we're at the right altitude.
Alright. Yeah, let's climb up then.
And focus, this is course 3. We are timber sour.
Blood 1-1, same.
Disco 1-1, 7.5 degrees. Fuck, I'm all over the place here. Shooting for 23.5.
Focus, Disco 1-1, flight established, Marshall in the block.
So based on the calls where people are making, you might just want to check in as we're passing Juneau. Chief 2 flight passing Juneau, heading for hold point, Angels 23.
Should I do that now?
Track.
Or when should I do that? Passing Juneau.
Yeah, just as we're passing through steer 4 is fine.
Three, how are we doing?
Just following you guys, not too close, because I can barely see shit here.
Yeah, if you guys want to spread half mile, go right ahead.
Two's holding loose echelon right. I'm just flying with my nav on, my night vision on right now. Pushing out for spread.
Focus, Chief 2 passing Juneau, Angels 2-3.
Cowboy, radar contact. I show you 4 miles north of Juneau. Proceed on course. Expect marshal assignment. Block 1920.
And focus, Cowboys up, confirm, you're showing us 1920.
Negative, I'm showing you 24,000. Expect block 1920 for marshal altitude.
Copy, block 1920, and we'll go elevator down to 19 this time. Copy.
Did he confuse us for Cowboy?
Nah, I think he was contacting a different flight. We're like 30 miles from our hold point anyway.
Alright.
When we get there, I would recommend an east-west hold track, so at least that way when they release us for a push, we're on the right heading.
Yeah, I agree.
What's your airspeed?
362, sorry. I'm trying to pull it back, it's not slowing down.
No, you're good. I'm holding with you. I'm just seeing where we're speeding up. And then once we get to Steer 5 and we're establishing our hold, you'll just call back in, you know, I keep forgetting our flight name for some reason, Chief 2, in our hold, Angels 2-3.
Copy. So I'd say like Focus Chief 2 in Marshall Angels 2-3.
Yep, exactly. Focus Chief 2 flight holding at Steer 5 or whatever you want to call it, or hold point Angels 2-3, just so they know our altitude block.
Copy. Three, how are we doing?
In orbit until they push us.
Right.
It'll probably be a few minutes. We'll probably hold there for like 10 minutes or so, depending on how the other flights do, and we'll just wait for the Irene call, and then Irene +4 we go.
So right now in the jet, our time is fucked up. It's showing 0337. So just remember it's actually 0437, right?
That's correct.
Focus, Panther 4-1 with you, about 8 miles north of Juneau, headed to the Marshall stack.
Panther 4 radar contact. I show you 8 miles south of Dream. Proceed to Marshall. Expect Marshall altitude block 2122.
Blocking 21 to 22, Panther 4-1.
Focus, Cowboy 1, you can show us block 19 to 20 at this time. We're showing 34 miles from Marshall.
Holy shit, is the 2's annoying.
Yeah, but ignoring it is beeping like crazy, I mean.
Stand by.
In theory, we shouldn't have to worry about any SAM or cap fighters. We should just be able to focus on our strike. We got lots of guys out there season, Cap.
Right, it's exciting.
Cowboy.
So it makes these rewarding if we get it right. All these flights get in and out in like 10 minutes.
Kicking off the roll call or me?
A roll call on one mic.
Alright, you turning left or right for our hold?
It's taking me left.
Bud 1-1, be advised your -3 is en route. Currently approaching Mormon Peak at this time.
Bud 1-1.
To roll out west here, I'm gonna set it up correctly, the autopilot.
Yeah, we want these short legs, 1 mile legs.
Copy.
And you can call us in on our hold now.
Focus Chief 2 in Marshall, Angels 2-3.
Focus, Bud 1-3 with you. Request rejoin with my flight.
All call signs, all call signs. Roll call, Bud 1-1.
Coors 3-1.
Disco 1-1.
That's amazing.
Cowboy 1.
Chief 2-1.
Panther 4-1. Hog 6.
I'm gonna roll
Hog
out
7.
for our first leg.
Bud 1-1, expect Katrina in 10 mics.
Alright, come left.
Bud 1-3, focus. Continue to Marshall. You're cleared to rejoin the rest of your flight.
I'll do our east-west
Expect
based off
altitude
of
block
26.
2627.
Bud 1-3, copy.
This is actually probably a really good Marshall. We'll just push back to steer 5 and we'll keep this this orbit here.
Copy. Should we kill our anti-collisions?
Until we push.
Copy.
Flying with night vision on, I can already see a ton of other jets up here in this area, more or less.
Focus, Bud 1-1 established. Marshall, 26, block 27.
Hold out. I think we drifted a little far west, so let's take it east a little bit.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We just don't want to push way too far out to the west and start getting pinged by SAMs and enemy fighters and stuff.
Right. Yeah, it looks like everybody's decently off the east, so I'm gonna try and do that.
Sounds good.
Hog flights, focus.
Go for
You
Hog.
guys ever notice that this thing, even if it's only an altitude hold, that it still
Contact
likes to
vacuum,
pull like
channel
it's a
6
nav
forwards.
with steering autopilot?
Vacuum on 6, Hog. Yeah, I mostly manually fly it for that reason. I don't love the autopilot and stuff.
I'm doing this for the autopilot, but it's like pulling me like it's in steering.
Yeah, it's strange.
Right, I'm gonna turn here, coming left. You guys are looking great. How you doing, 3?
Just fine. Just a little nervous, but that's fine.
Nah, don't be nervous. You good?
Yeah, just make sure you don't kill all Saddam's wives on DPM 3.
And to be fair, he said he didn't care, so.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Focus, Bud 1-1.
Go for focus.
Confirm Hogs pushed.
Okay, just to be sure, you guys are putting the Brazilian to avoid killing
Hog's
children,
currently
right?
on the net with vacuum, but they're aware of the timeline.
Yeah, if it's splash damage, it's not
Bud
our fault.
1-1, copy. And request OCA players switch to button 8. Stepped on.
Alright, rolling out. 240.
Focus, you were stepped on.
Frequency change approved.
Bud 1-1, switching.
Nice, they're starting to push in OCA. Things are going to start getting going here.
So you're saying these should only be 1 mile legs, huh?
Focus.
They're probably going to be a little longer than that. The return leg for Arco was 1 mile, so I figured they want us to do the same, but 1 mile is really tight. What you're doing is perfect.
Right. I thought it was 1 minute for some reason.
Maybe that's what they said. Maybe it was 1 minute instead of 1 mile.
Alright.
You're right, 1 mile would probably be just like a tight circle.
That's what I was saying, like, holy shit, a 1 mile turn.
Yeah, we'll do, if we get stacked on the return, we'll do 1 minute legs. I like that better.
Yeah. Alright, let's go left. No, don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash on me.
Hawk 7 flight check.
No. Please don't crash on me.
Three, continuing
Oh,
left
my
turn,
game
I didn't want to hit
really
lead.
bad.
Still up? I actually still see your jet. You just rubber banded back in front of me. Focus, Hawk 6.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Go for focus.
Yeah, my game
Focus,
just lagged
Hawk
out
6.
for
We're en route.
30 seconds.
You back now?
Yeah.
Confirm trespass.
Alright, I dropped back from you a while because you were rubber banding, but I got visual on you. I'll catch back up.
Rolling out.
I'm catching back up, just climbing back up to your altitude.
Gotta come a little bit to the right here.
What's your speed right now?
348.
Copy.
You know, I think when you activate the autopilot, when it doesn't have steering mode activated, I think it tries to do attitude hold, but it doesn't say that.
I think it should default to altitude hold, not attitude hold, but I don't know.
It's like it's combining the two, because it was just trying to pull me in the same way I started. And then I turned it off, turned it back on, now it's holding me straight. I'll extend this leg a little bit for you guys.
Say again?
I'll extend this a little bit for you guys to catch up.
Thank you.
Anything for you, my sunshine. I'm coming left. Good news out is with 3 of us, we all have 3 targets to hit.
That's true. Farmer Hollywood couldn't make it.
I think he left the voice chat.
Call signs to net. Be advised, signal is already. Correction, Katrina.
Alright, Katrina call.
Copy.
Hold on.
Okay, I presume my target will be 0.10, correct?
Correct. So what do you want for the attack, Spectre? Are we just going to drop in the trail?
Yeah. You guys ever done time and target in this? I haven't.
Yeah, we actually did it in one of Marlboro's missions a couple weeks ago. The TO on the computer, you just have to kind of do it manually.
We have to do it manually? Sorry, I was gone for that op.
Yeah, you basically just have to watch your ETA in the computer and match your speed to meet that ETA. The actual TOT doesn't work to show you like a carrot for if you're too fast or slow.
Oh, okay, so it's not like the Viper at all yet.
Yeah, it will be eventually. I don't know how the symbology will look, but it doesn't actually work yet.
Alright.
Okay, our ETA should be 4:23:29, that's it?
Copy.
I thought it was 23:35.
Okay, I presume we are too fast for this.
Yeah, we're just nowhere near our push time, so we're good.
Yeah, we still got another half hour.
Yeah, we'll probably get pushed in, what time is it? We'll probably get pushed in about 10-15 minutes. Right now, OCA is doing their thing out there. Shame when we're flying formation, they're probably putting on a good show out there.
Oh yeah, alright, coming left. Man, is it fucking dark.
Yeah, seriously, I just switched off my night vision so I could change something on my UFC and can't see any.
For Monday, this will be this black also.
For the Beagle.
Beagle versus Beagle. I almost making a petition to change from Reaper to Beagle.
That would be pretty funny. I don't think I'd be opposed to that. Rolling out. So Viking usually flying OCA for this, or what?
I've done a couple different roles. They just randomly assign roles to different jets. I've done OCA and I've done CAP and Strike in these missions.
Nice.
Yeah, I did a Strike and a Hornet. I did an OCA and a Viper. And I did a CAP and a Tomcat.
The Tomcat, wow.
I just got a ping here.
Yeah, it's over Splash. Don't worry about it.
Come left.
Focus, all call signs to this net. Expect Irene 1 minute.
Alrighty. This is gonna be perfect on the rollout.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes though, because we're pushing at Irene +4.
Alright.
Should I go directly to 0.10 or follow a track here?
No, follow your track. You don't want to fly through the no-fly.
Thank you.
I believe they said something about how we would explode if we did.
All call signs to this net. Signal is Irene. I say again, signal is Irene. Top of the arc.
So we got between, what, 0414 and 0419 to hit.
Yep, correct. So we'll hold for 4 minutes and then we'll switch to COM 8 and push.
Copy.
Copy.
Focus Gambler, recommend push.
Gambler copies. Pushing.
Cleared to button 8. Tactical to common strike frequency.
Arkham left.
Say again,
Frequency change approved to button 8. Strike common.
Should actually be about perfect. We got about 2 minutes for push.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to time it at.
Strike call signs, focus, expect push in 2 minutes.
So, from the kneeboard that you put up, it says TOT 2335 for target 3.
Yeah, we can hit them all at the same time. We just have to hit them in with that Wes. I think they were offset by like 30 seconds apiece, but that doesn't really matter.
Alright. Rolling up.
Alright, we should be able to push.
Say again?
We should be able to push.
I believe you said 1 minute, or 1 minute from now, a minute ago.
Okay.
Or you said Irene in 2 minutes, a minute ago, sorry.
Just to type here, what will be the ETA for us?
Like 23:30, somewhere in there. Alright, let's roll back left.
3 copies.
Strike assets this net. Call signs. Cowboy, Chief, Panther, recommend push at this time. Irene +4.
Cowboy push. Panther 4-1 pushing.
Chief 2 push.
Strikers, it's a busy traffic scene. Recommend you push button 8 and monitor. Strike time.
Alright, going to 8. Preset 8.
Cowboy pushing 8.
Yeah, we'll copy on it.
Alright, 2's lights out.
Force 3-4, additional threat broad 28020, 32,000, track east, hostile Viper, targeted by Bud Flight.
Copy.
Bud 1-2 Fox, 3 bullseye 276 for 4-2.
Do we leave the formations on?
Hostile Viper leaning on cores 3-4.
Hope I get everything off.
Skitty. Sorry.
Say again?
1-2 flying cold.
Bud 1 turned everything off.
In hot.
Picture. Bud 1-1, picture 3 groups. North group, bullseye 274, 39, 28, back 19,000, Viper to contact maneuver. West group, bullseye 253, 42, 18,000, Viper single contact, appears to be maneuvering on hog flight. South group, bandit, bullseye 232, 58, 21,000, Hawkeye tracked up. Clear.
Alright, 2's dropping 1 mile 40.
Copy.
266 for 40, hostile Viper, 2 contacts, 18, stack 26. Copy. Course committee. Course copy, commit, Bud 1-1, last transmission stepped on, restate.
Bud 1-1 disregard.
Bud 1-1, broad in yours 3. Fox 3, 269, 35, depending. Dark Star, break, Bud 1-1, Dark Star, nearest threat, broad 230, 24, 18,000, maneuver, Viper, single contact, engaged by course 33.
Bud 1-1.
Bud 1-1, follow on target, broad 220, 27, 29,000, beam north, hostile Viper.
Bud 1-1.
Do you do a 1 mile trail?
Yeah, copy. I'm a little off to your right, but I'm about a mile back.
Copy.
Two is holding airspeed about 350. Duck stock 134 nearest. Back to nearest train.
3 copy.
Force 34, Darkstar Broad 230, 24, 26,000, maneuver south, possible Viper, single contact.
Cowboy 1-3, buddy spike SAT.
Bud,
get bullseye 225, 53.
I got another visual, another F-18 slightly below me and to my right. Just make sure you guys hold your altitude flush. We got a couple of strike flights in our area.
Contact at 25137.
Yeah, still at 23.5.
Force 34, hostile Viper, leaning on friendly A-10.
Copy, second strike flight appears to be a few thousand feet below us.
Stations Darkstar, new picture, North Group, 2-ship in trail, depth 14.
Also
Speed arm
fast,
bullseye
my TFP's flying.
272, 64, 31,000, Viper, track west. Trail
Stand by.
arm, 14,000,
I can't hear you over
same
this.
type, same track.
Strike flight channel.
West Group, bullseye 246, 39,
fast on my
25,000,
turn
Viper,
time,
single contact, track
16.
southwest, targeted by Cores 3-4.
Copy.
South Group, Bandit, bullseye 229, 51, 21,000, Hawkeye, single contact maneuver.
So how are you viewing the TOT? You just going into the sub menu and then selecting 10?
Yeah, I just have steer 9 selected, 9 point, and I'm just looking at my ETA at the moment. We're going to be a little fast. There's no way we're not going to bust our TOT. We're going to get there a little early. Is that right?
Should we loop it out?
Nah, I think we should rather hit our target early. They'll call us off, or we start getting spiked like crazy. We'll back off a little.
Alright. So just continue as planned, huh?
Yeah, continue as planned. Everyone looks like they're pushing it.
Okay, so it'll be 8 for 1, 9 for 2, and 10 for 3, correct?
Correct. A visual target.
Bud 1-1, resetting.
Darkstar.
Bud 1-1, fuel red, weapons yellow.
Alright, 2's pushing through steer 6.
Hey, yep. 1 is slewing to 7 now.
Bud flight to Darkstar, roger, you looking to rejoin tanker?
Currently 47 miles from target area.
Force 3-4, threat maneuver, broad 245, 23, 37,000, Viper, single contact.
What's your clock skinny?
Alright, I'm defensive.
2's fence, 19.2.
1's defense, 22.
See. Marlboro, you got stepped on?
Darkstar North Group now, bullseye 279, 65, 32, back 22,000, Viper, 2 contacts, maneuver east.
Sorry, Joe, can you repeat?
Bud 1-3, threat broad 260,
2 call
26,
existence,
32,000,
miles from target.
hostile Viper, that'll be lead arm North Group.
Sorry, didn't copy, can you repeat?
Of course.
Yeah, copy. 2 is 40 miles from target, 4 minutes.
3 is 38,
Bud
that's
1-1 and 1-2, off for fuel.
Bud 1-1 and 1-2, flow 080, push focus, button 7.
080, button 7, Bud 1.
LC flights focus.
1 is 35 miles.
Pet shots now.
Copy. 2 also 35 miles, also slow slip.
Again, look 2.
So let's triple check this. I'm taking 8 dot, 2 you
Bud
taking
1-3,
9
Darkstar,
dot, and
lead
3
threat,
taking
range
10 dot.
14, gate north.
2 confirms.
Direction flanking north.
3 confirms, 10 for 3.
Correction, 39,000, Viper, single contact, track north.
When you guys come off, make sure you stay outside the container.
Copy.
Force flight, Darkstar, threat,
I got visual on the
4-5,
arch,
14, 19,000, Viper, maneuvering. Gambler flight
ETA
Dark
is
Star
3
threat
minutes.
broad 240 10 10,000 Viper maneuvering hot.
Copy, ETA 3 minutes 20.
Gambler,
Sure you don't want to do a loop?
Slow and cold. Also Magnum times 6.
Yeah, we're good. Everyone else is pushing in. We're gonna get in this window.
Dark Star. Course 32, target group, bullseye, correction, broad 250, 16, 8,000, Viper, threat to
They're
Gambler.
smashing targets down there too. I'm seeing them in the distance, so we're doing good. Alright, 2's turning in for target area, 25 miles.
Closer to 23 miles.
Cross street point to target it. Contact in Fox Street.
Make sure to set Ripple 2.
Dark Star, additional threat to friendlies, pop-up threat, bullseye 274, 47, 18,000, Viper, 2 contacts, track east, opening, south arm leaning on Chief 22.
Missile launch.
Target 22 mile.
Disco 1-1, threat broad 255,
Defend.
13, 22,000.
20 miles from
Trail arm,
target,
Viper.
2 minutes moving.
I got a missile out.
Disco.
Cowboy 1-1, merged, Viper 155, 2, 6,000.
Bud 13 Fox 3.
You okay, Lee?
Yeah. My 2s is just giving me a fucking aneurysm.
Horse flight, Dark Star, caution, furball, threat broad 260, 14, 7,000, Viper, merge, friendly, Tomcat at Angel
So should I call in and everything like that?
Gambler 2-3, no need, just call target hit and when we're out.
Copy. Another SAM launch.
Duck Star declared. Disregard.
I'm hit.
Dark Star, picture update, leading edge, 2 contacts, north group, bullseye 277, 43,
Y'all rate. Y'all rate.
7,000, Viper, track northwest. South leading edge, bullseye 258, 46, 16,000,
Y'all
Viper,
rate.
single contact, track
Y'all
south.
rate.
Southwest.
One's ejecting.
Y'all rate. Y'all rate.
I'm dead. I'm gonna get out of VR, I'll be a minute.